The evolution of NPCs in 1990s video games, a decade of innovation and immersion. The 1990s marked a transformative era in the realm of video games, particularly in the development and utilization of non-player characters, NPCs. This decade witnessed a substantial shift from simplistic, functionary characters to complex, dynamic individuals that significantly enhanced storytelling, gameplay mechanics, and player immersion. This essay explores the evolution of NPCs throughout the 1990s, highlighting key games and advancements that contributed to this transformative period in video game history. The early 1990s, foundational developments. The onset of the decade introduced games where NPCs began to play increasingly vital roles. A seminal example is the 1990 adventure game The Secret of Monkey Island, where NPCs not only advanced the narrative but also added a layer of humor and depth to the game's pirate-themed world. The characters in this game, from the protagonist Guybrush Threepwood to the ghost pirate LeChuck, were not mere placeholders but integral to the game's charm and storytelling. The following year, 1991, saw games like Street Fighter II and Final Fantasy IV pushing the boundaries further. Street Fighter II introduced a diverse array of characters, each with unique fighting styles and backstories, enriching the gaming experience. Final Fantasy IV, on the other hand, offered a rich narrative woven through its NPCs, marking a significant step in storytelling within the RPG genre. Mid-1990s, increased complexity and interaction. As the mid-90s approached, NPCs became more intricate and interactive. Games like Ultima 7, The Black Gate, 1992, showcased NPCs with individual schedules and motivations, offering players a sense of a living, breathing world. This level of detail in NPC behavior was groundbreaking and set a new standard for RPGs. In 1993, SimCity 2000 utilized the concept of NPCs in a different way. The game lacked traditional character-based NPCs but featured simulated citizens whose behaviors and reactions to player decisions directly impacted the gameplay, a novel approach at the time. Final Fantasy VI, 1994, and The Elder Scrolls Arena, 1994, continued this trend. Final Fantasy VI was notable for its emotionally rich narrative, driven by a diverse cast of NPCs, each contributing to the game's story and depth. The Elder Scrolls Arena, while having more rudimentary NPC interactions, laid the foundational framework for complex NPC-driven narratives, which became a hallmark of the series. Late 1990s, sophisticated AI and immersive experiences. The late 1990s saw further advancements in NPC AI and their role in immersive gameplay. Diablo, 1996, featured NPCs that were central to both the atmosphere and mechanics of the game, such as Deckard Cain and Peppa the Healer. They provided not only services and lore but also a sense of connection to the game's dark world. 1997's Fallout introduced a post-apocalyptic setting rich with diverse NPCs. These characters were integral to the narrative, influencing player decisions and the game's outcome. This level of interaction and impact was a significant leap forward in NPC design. Baldur's Gate, 1998, took NPC interaction further by allowing players to recruit them to their party. These NPCs, like Minsk and his miniature giant space hamster Boo, were not just combatants but characters with unique backstories and personalities, adding depth and humor to the game. Pioneering MMORPGs and rich storytelling. EverQuest, 1999, exemplified the role of NPCs in MMORPGs. In this expansive online world, NPCs provided quests, services, and challenges, fundamentally shaping the player experience in the virtual world of Norath. Additionally, Planescape, Torment, 1999, was remarkable for its deep storytelling and complex NPCs. Characters like Mort and Dokkan were not merely functional but had profound backstories and personalities, contributing significantly to the game's philosophical and narrative depth. Conclusion? In retrospect, the 1990s were a pivotal decade for the evolution of NPCs in video games. From the humorous and engaging characters in The Secret of Monkey Island to the complex, dynamic individuals in Planescape, Torment, NPCs transitioned from background elements to central figures in storytelling and gameplay. This decade laid the groundwork for the sophisticated NPC designs seen in later video games, marking an era where virtual characters became more than mere digital constructs. They became integral, memorable parts of the gaming experience. The advancements made in NPC design during the 1990s not only enriched the games of that era, but also set the stage for the future of interactive storytelling in video games.